just want to show you a photo of my dream home. This is where the fire occurred. Yes, I said dream home. Because we're going to lose the property that we own. We ended up having to raise it 6 feet from a certain point. So we had to pour these concrete slabs and raise it because we're in a flood zone because that's the canal across the street. I'm currently disabled and in the process of applying for disability. I've tried to work and it's just, I cannot work. To save my life, I could not work. This is as far as I got it. There's no assistance from United Way, Red Cross, Human Resources. Red Cross helps you for 72 hours with somewhere to sleep and $100 per person if you have a crisis. Human Resources will not help you unless you have minor children. They will help you if you have a past due electric bill or a past due water bill. But I let them know that I needed help setting up the electric and the water. And then after that, we wouldn't have to worry about rent because I own this property. I worked 40 years and this is what it's down to. And now that the permits are about to expire, they're going to start putting liens on the property and I'm going to lose it. That's why I feel this contractor has been screwing with me. I just, handed him $1,000 cash, and it was a friend of a friend, and he said that would include moving it, strapping it down, and everything. And I gave him the money like 7 months ago, and then he moved the mobile home here and just dropped it without even getting a permit. And he got a $700 fine on that, which was his responsibility. But I had to pay it because if I didn't, he had me buy the ads because I did not have a signed contract with him. He wasn't supposed to be my contractor. He was just supposed to move the mobile home for me. And then he also charged me $1,100 for permits, which it was only supposed to be $300 and $350 for the permits. He went ahead and put whoever he wanted on there to hook up the electric and the water, which I had called around town and got the best price available. And he put whoever he wants. So if I want to use somebody else, I have to pay for the permit again. And I don't think that's fair because he knew that I had my own people that I was gonna have do it. And he did not even discuss that with me. There's a lot of potential here. What my dream is just to give my kids a safe place to live right now. We cannot occupy it. We cannot go in there. And we also have to have stairs built, which they want $1,000 per set of stairs. $2,000 for the electric and $1,000 for the water. And like I said, if I don't have it done by the first of the year, we're going to lose everything. And I've been everywhere for resources. We've been working hard to get it to where it is, and this is as far as we can get it. And that's why I feel that the contractor is doing this, because he knows that I can't afford it, and he's going to be able to swoop right in and snatch the property. Because I'm going to also lose homestead on it because if it's not completed by the first of the year. The property taxes are going to be another few $1,000s. I mean, it's unbelievable how much it ended up costing. Cost $2,000 for these concrete slabs. I already paid $2,000 to have it moved over here when it was supposed to be $1,000. Now the contractor told me he wants more money because he didn't know where the tie downs were. That shouldn't matter at all, but he's wrong, because I spoke to him the day the man did the concrete, and I told him that I put them next door so nobody would steal them. He's just unbelievable. Even at one point in our conversation, the name of the company is Ameritech, and they have this market cornered in this area. They're the only people that do this, so they can charge whatever they want and people just have to pay it. In hindsight, it would have been better going with somebody out of Orlando, because I got a price from a lady there. She was only going to charge a few $100s to move it, and then I could have paid somebody a few $100s to strap it down. I just trusted the man, and I always try and believe in people and see the best in people, and that's what got me into this point. To this point, was trying to help somebody, and when sometimes you help somebody, they take it the wrong way. As I think the guy thought I liked him because I let him move in as a roommate, and when I didn't come home one night, he burnt my house down, and I let him on, and in no way to let him think that he and I were boyfriend and girlfriend. We had no relationship like that at all. So just be careful on who you trust, and always have homeowners insurance. Even though you think, oh, my mobile home's not worth anything, but to replace it is ridiculous amount of money. All the money that I paid to have move, thank God, God blessed me with purchasing a mobile home for $1,500. But it's a shame that to pay all that to move, a mobile home like this. But this is our dream home, and I just pray to God in some miraculous way in the next few weeks that God will bless us. And please, if you can, contact Red Cross in the United Way and see where their money really goes, because they say they're out of resources and they get them at the first of the month. And every month I call on the first of the month and they say they're out of money. And so that means it never exists. Salvation Army is the same thing. You see them doing all these wonderful things, but they're collecting donations, and then they show them dispersing these gifts. But I don't know where all the rest of the money goes, because if they can't even help one family, I just wish somebody would go and see where their resources are going. And I pray to God that God will bless me some way where I can start a nonprofit organization and help people that are in this situation, and basically document where the money's going, and that way people can see, look, this is what your money has done, and show coming in and helping do this, taking homeless people off the street, getting them into apartments, getting them furniture, getting their checks rolling in if they're mentally incompetent of, applying. I believe that's why some people are homeless, because they're not mentally competent in signing up for it. And if you don't have a loved one during the 2-year waiting period and you do not have an income coming in, you're going to become homeless. That's what's going to happen. And I don't have any family to turn to. And, it's also a message to families. Don't turn your back on loved ones in a time of need. Don't judge people. Understand them. People do things for a reason, and try to understand where things went wrong in their lives that made them choose the things that they're choosing, and just help guide them in the right way and pray for them instead of turning your back on them. This is lovely Port Orange, Florida. Also, the man that burnt the house down, he does have financial means to pay restitution, and the state attorney has not even given them a plea deal. They're giving him no incentive to pay the restitution. So I believe that there's some kind of incentive for them to incarcerate people. You know, I mean, yes, he deserves to do time, but he should also have some kind of incentive to pay restitution. And then I'll show you where we live now.